I'm back with more eShop deals. Today's video features a number of deals for games that you'll need to act fast on if you want them, as they're on sale for a short amount of time. Clocks are ticking, so let's not waste any more and dive right in. Let's kick off things with a bunch of classic game deals. Strikers 1945 is a shoot-'em-up game from S.T.A.L.K.E.R and actually kicked off a whole series of games for them. It's a good vertical shooter that tasks players with using 3 attacks: a normal shot, a charged shot, and bombs to defeat enemies, as well as, surprise surprise, score a lot of points. This game went on to influence a ton of later shoot-'em-ups. It's a classic, and the Switch version is on sale for 75% off, which makes it basically about $2 here in the US. Zero Gunner 2 is a 3D multi-directional shooter from S.T.A.L.K.E.R. And what's neat about this one is you get to control a helicopter that can shoot in every direction. Not just vertical or horizontal, you can shoot from every angle, 360 degrees. Trust me though, you will need to take advantage of that, because enemies will also come at you from every angle. Even though this is nearly a 25-year-old game, the gameplay still feels kinda fresh because of that 360 degrees of shooting. That aside, this is a good solid shooter, which is par for the course for S.T.A.L.K.E.R, and it's a worthy addition to your classic game library for the Switch at 66% off, basically less than $3 in the US. GUNBARICH is the third game from S.T.A.L.K.E.R on today's list, and our last game from them, but this one is even more unique. It's like a shoot-'em-up meets Breakout. On the front of your ship, there's actually paddles that you have to use to bounce a ball off the ship in order to break blocks. At times you can earn power-ups, like grant you abilities, and such, to make the block breaking easier. That aside, it's a fun little arcade puzzle game. It's on sale for 66% off too, making this a super cheap pickup from the eShop. Abarenbo, Tengu, and Zombie Nation is the same game, the Japanese original and the westernized version. And even though they look quite different, pretty much they're the same game under the hood. In each version, you play as a floating head, and you try to save the world from monsters or zombies, depending on your version, by shooting down everything. Honestly, it's a nutty as heck 8-bit game. It's silly as hell, but I gotta say, it is a fun game. The addition here on Switch includes quality of life features, as one would expect, rewind support, quick save, and quick load, as well as the ability to earn achievements and share your high scores and such. It's currently on sale for 60% off, the cheapest it's ever been on the eShop. I love the Puzzle Bobble series, otherwise known as the Buster Move series here in North America. The puzzle-popping gameplay, the catchy music, the wonderful graphics, it's all great. These are some of my favorite arcade games. Puzzle Bobble 2X/Buster Move 2 Arcade Edition, and Puzzle Bobble 3/Buster Move 3 S Tribute, yeah, that's a long name there, is a very good collection of the Sega Saturn home versions of the 2 arcade games, containing both the English and Japanese versions of each game. Being the console versions, they not only have the arcade modes intact, but they come with a bunch of other gameplay modes that were exclusive for these versions. Being a re-release through the S Tribute series, this collection also comes with a number of quality of life features, including the ability to rewind and slow down gameplay, along with quick save and quick load support, and ways to recreate the CRT look, among other things. The collection is on sale for 50% off, which makes it the cheapest it's been yet on the eShop. If you love puzzle games, then consider this a no-brainer. It's absolutely worth it, and then some. These Sniper Elite series are tactical, third-person shooter games that are known for their crazy kill cam effects. Nail a good shot, and you'll get to see it do its damage in slow motion with X-ray vision in all its glory. I always get a kick out of it. It never gets old, honestly. Sniper Elite V2, Remastered for Switch, has the game with remastered visuals. I mean, that's a given, but it also includes stuff like all the original DLC, the online multiplayer, and co-op modes, and it even has exclusive Switch stuff, like support for gyro aiming with the Switch controllers, so you can be extra precise in nailing those headshots. It's on sale for 80% off. Sniper Elite 3 Ultimate Edition gets the same treatment, comes with updated visuals, all the DLCs, online multiplayer, and gyro aiming support. It's also on sale for 80% off on the eShop. Finally, Sniper Elite 4, the latest game in the series for the Switch, is quite possibly the best looking game yet, with some of the most open maps in the series to date. The open freedom with the maps gives you a lot of options when taking on missions. It's a great shooter, and my pick for the best in the series on the system. It's got online co-op and multiplayer too, and of course gyro aiming. The game itself is on sale for 75% off, but I say if you're going to pick it up, you should opt for the Digital Deluxe Edition. This gives you all the DLC for the game, the Season Pass and all that, which includes a bunch of new missions to take on. It's on sale for 75% off as well, and only costs a little bit more than the Standard Edition. While we're on the subject of shooters, let's take a look at some cheap deals from the Bethesda sale. Doom the 2016 entry is a great one for the Switch. It looks pretty good for the system, and as for the gameplay, it's great, with plenty of shooting and ripping action featuring the Doomslayer. With its lowered price on the eShop and this 75% off discount sale, it's super cheap to get on Switch, $5 basically in the US. Wolfenstein II, the new Colossus, is another impressive looking port for the original Switch. Again, just like Doom 2016, it looks pretty good for the platform, and it performs well. It's a fun shooter too, a really good entry in the Wolfenstein series. This one is on sale for 85% off, another excellent deal. Want more good and cheap first-person shooters? Then let's look to the classics. Doom plus Doom 2 is an updated collection of the first two Doom games, running on the KEX engine. It boasts a ton of features, like improved modern controller support, 60 FPS, and native widescreen support, or the expansion packs, including a brand new one, online cross-platform multiplayer for up to 16 players, an in-game mod browser, and of course support for hundreds of mods, lots of accessibility options, and just loads more. It's packed to the brim with stuff. This is the ultimate way to play the Doom classics on consoles. This collection is on sale for 60% off. The Quake plus Quake 2 Enhanced Bundle contains the first two Quake games, completely enhanced for modern platforms. 60 FPS and native widescreen support, lighting improvements, updated visuals, you name it. Beyond that though, includes a ton of stuff. Modern control options, all the expansions, including brand new ones, online and local co-op, mod support, gyro motion control support, and even a brand new mode called Horde Mode. Again, just like the Doom games, the Quake Enhanced Bundle here is the best way to enjoy these classic games now. They never looked better, nor have they had this many features. The collection is on sale for 60% off. The S.T.A.L.K.E.R Reaver games have been brought back recently by developers S.T.A.L.K.E.R through the Legacy of Kain S.T.A.L.K.E.R Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered. Just like the Tomb Raider collections by them, the games have been remastered with a new HD look, with updated visuals and textures, along with the ability to toggle between the HD and classic visuals with the press of a button. Additionally, the collections include new features, like a modern control scheme that you can choose from the classic controls that you can opt for, an in-game map and compass for the games to help you with navigation, as well as the inclusion of cut content from the original games too, including the day and night cycle that was cut from the first game. It's on sale for a bigger discount than last time. The discount is 35% off. The S.T.A.L.K.E.R series is well known for those in the PC game space. These are first-person shooters with survival horror elements that take place in an alternate version of the Chernobyl exclusion zone. Each game tasks players with surviving the horrors of the exclusion zone, the mutations and such, while dealing with several factions that want control of the zone. Recently, the series has been brought to the Switch in new console versions that not only have a new modern HD look, but also have been modified for full support of modern controllers. You can get each game with the Trilogy for 30% off, but you'll save even more if you opt for the bundle. You nearly get a game entirely free this way. Frogwares has been well known for their Sherlock Holmes mystery adventure games. They look great and have some good stories to enjoy and some nice mysteries to solve too. They have been a treat for fans of Sherlock Holmes or mystery games in general. The Switch ports have been quite impressive, all things considering. I didn't expect them to look this good, but they did a heck of a job with these versions. If you don't own any of these games yet on Switch, then getting the famous Duo bundle is the way to go, because it gets you 3 games in one set. It includes Sherlock Holmes The Awakened, Sherlock Holmes The Devil's Daughter, and Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. This collection is on sale for 90% off. It's the biggest discount it's received yet, and honestly, it's a steal if you like mystery games. Endling, Extinction is Forever is a survival adventure game that has you playing as a mother fox, who, as one of the last of her kind, is trying to save her 3 cubs from a world that seems ready to end them. You'll need to defend them, help them grow, as well as solve light puzzles and explore. It's got a strong message and emotional impact behind the game with its story it tries to tell. Feel like this is definitely worth picking up at 85% off, the biggest discount it's gotten yet. Here's another look at a few more eShop deals before they end soon. Superhot is a unique type of FPS game. See, in this game, time only moves when you move. This actually makes the gameplay almost puzzle-like in nature, as you try to defeat enemies in the quickest, most effective manner before they shoot you. It becomes an almost zen-like experience. As you shoot, quickly plan your next attack or movement, and act. This game has a number of modes, challenges, and mini-games to play through, and its core gameplay is addictive, and I highly recommend this one. It's one of the better FPS experiences on the Switch. It's on sale for 70% off for the first time ever. The puzzle game series, Magical Drop, has been around for a long time. The gameplay consists in players taking those colored drops and moving them around in order to match them and race them to score points and perform combos. The gameplay is easy to understand, but at the higher difficulties and challenges, you'll need to be quick with your thinking and actions in order to survive. A great way to jump into the series is Magical Drop 6. The latest game in the series is a treat. It has a new HD art style, 15 characters to choose from, each with their own story to play through, local and online multiplayer modes, 6 solo game modes, and much more to take on. And it's on sale for 90% off via the latest eShop sale. Puzzle game fans will get plenty of value from this one. Milk Inside a Bag of Milk, Inside a Bag of Milk, and its sequel, Milk Outside a Bag of Milk, Outside a Bag of Milk, is a bundle of 2 psychological horror visual novel games that are, well, just a bit insane. The first game centers around a female protagonist who visits a store to try to buy a bag of milk, and apparently they suffer from severe trauma and issues and psychological stuff, and yeah, apparently buying a bag of milk isn't going to be a simple task here. The second game picks up right where the first one leaves off with the insane craziness. Now, why would I recommend this? Well, this is for the people who love the weird stuff. You know who you are. The people who love the strange, demented, and insane. These 2 are good for people like that, and they're highly rated visual novels. The collection of these 2 games is on sale for 75% off until April 24th. Paper Trail is a puzzle adventure game where you play as a young girl named Paige who sets out to leave home for the very first time in order to complete her studies. As the game follows her on her journey, you'll need to manipulate the screen, literally like it's paper, by folding and merging the sides of it in order to solve puzzles. It's a neat concept for a puzzle game. Of course, as you advance, what you'll need to do in order to complete these puzzles will get more complicated and challenging. This game won a ton of awards and praise, and it's considered to be one of the best indie games that came out last year, as well as one of the more unique puzzle games for the Switch. At 90% off, it is a steal. And that's it for this edition of the Nintendo eShop Deals. If you missed the last edition, then don't worry, I got a link to that video down below for you so you can check it out. But for now, that is it from me today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you soon on the next video.